Welcome everyone. Today's practice will be chest openers. So it will be a shorter practice than normal, but just to help us open our heart space, let that love out, let that love in, and I hope you guys enjoy. So we're gonna start down on the mat. Actually, let me start by saying, so the props that we'll need today, if you have yoga blocks, 2 yoga blocks. If not, we can use pillows and a yoga strap. And if you don't have a yoga strap, a towel, a blanket, a tie, anything that we can use to kind of extend our arms. So we're going to start in reclined fish pose. So if you have 2 blocks, we can do it a couple different ways. We can have them almost as equal signs. I like to have them so that it's making a T, so that this front one closer to my body is going to be the length of my spine a little bit more of the space there. So we're going to play with this. So we're going to start by coming down to our mat, and our block should come to about or a bra line or where our heart would be in our back. I'm going to go a little bit lower, and you'll find the sweet spot. And then the top one will be to rest your head on. Legs are extended out, shoulders fall down, chest is proud and open. Taking a moment here to connect with your breathing, to feel this opening, and to set our intention for the practice of being open to our feelings, open to how our bodies are reacting to things right now, and open to love. And we will seal this intention with 1 Om. Inhale for Om. So staying in this pose for another few breaths, feeling that opening. Gently, when you're ready to come out of this pose, we're just going to roll to one side so that we can remove the blocks and set them off to the side. And we're actually going to come over onto all fours into tabletop position. So fingers spread wide, energy's flowing freely, hands are in line with the shoulders, knees are in line with the hips, and coming into cat-cow. So first pose that we'll do is cow. Tailbone tilts towards the sky, belly towards the mat, and chest comes forward. This is a lovely chest opener. Breathing into that heart space, feeling whatever it is that's there to be felt. Transitioning into cat, tucking that tailbone, arching the back up, chin comes to the chest, And back into cow. Shining that chest forward through the arms. And into cat. And then coming back to a neutral tabletop. Getting some gentle movement, twisting to the right, then the left, back and forth at your own pace. And then coming to stillness, we're going to make our way to standing. So I invite everyone to do that at their own pace. And we will meet standing in mountain pose. When you make your way to standing, feet are about hip distance apart. Starting with our foundation, we'll work our way up. So first thing we're going to do is lift those toes nice and high off the mat and gently set them back down. We're going to engage those thighs. It's going to automatically help us stand a little bit taller. We're going to bring those shoulders nice and high and then roll them back and down. We're going to tuck that tailbone just slightly. Closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you. Our chest is shining proud, feeling the strength and the support of the ground or the mat beneath you. Feeling the strength of your heart. Blinking the eyes open if they were closed. Staying in this mountain pose, we're going to clasp our hands behind us. So if that's not happening for us today, we can keep our hands to our side or maybe place them on our lower back. So whichever variation feels good for you today. Opening that chest a little bit wider. And then coming into a very slight back bend. So leading with that heart. Standing nice and tall. Again, leading with that heart, shining it up, and back to standing. From here, we're going to walk to the top of our mat. Feet are about hip distance apart to start. And we're going to step our right foot back so that it lands at a 45-degree angle towards the back of your mat. Front leg is straight to start. When you feel ready, you can begin to bend into that front knee, coming into a warrior legs. So front knee is trending toward your pinky toe. Lots of weight strong through the back outside of that foot. Standing nice and tall, coming into warrior one first. Hips are going to shift towards the front of your mat, arms come high. Transitioning to warrior two, legs stay still, hips shift, strong gaze over the right, over the front middle finger. And then we're going to flip that palm. And we're going to reverse that warrior. Shining that heart once again up towards the heavens. Coming back down into our warrior two. Back to warrior one. Hands coming to heart center and stepping the back foot to meet the front. We're going to do the same on the opposite side. So stepping that left foot back, landing at about a 45-degree angle. Front leg starts straight. When you're ready, bending into that front leg, Knees trending towards the pinky toe. Warrior one first. Shifting into warrior two. Strong gaze over the front middle finger. Reversing that warrior, shining that heart up very high. Coming back down into that warrior two. Transitioning to warrior one. Hands come to heart center and step that back foot to meet your front. So standing, taking a moment, taking a nice full inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. We're going to do that 2 more times. So inhale through the nose, exhale through that mouth. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Coming into elephant pose, we're going to take our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Turning the toes slightly outward, so slightly towards the outside of your mat. Standing nice and tall. Our inhale will be this. I'm actually going to turn sideways. So this will be our inhale position. So it's kind of cactus arms, but elbows back. So this is our inhale. When we exhale, we're going to bring our forearms and palms together and we're going to bend down. Inhaling, coming back up. Feeling that nice stretch through the front, opening that chest, okay? So starting in our inhale position, take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Opening that lovely heart space. Exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And coming up and releasing the arms down. So if you do have a strap, we're gonna use the strap now, coming into cow face arms. So if you have the strap, I'm going to turn my back to you for just a moment here. We're going to drape it over one shoulder. The length of it really doesn't matter on either side. We're going to start by extending our right hand out, thumb is towards the ceiling. Left hand comes out, thumb is towards the ground. Bringing the right hand up as close to our head as possible, and then bending at the elbow, trying to find that strap. Followed by bringing the opposite hand to find that strap and walking them as close as you can together. So when you're standing, your heart is shining nice and proud. Elbow is as close to the head as possible. Getting a 2 for 1, a nice shoulder opener and a heart opener. So if you don't have any kind of a strap at home, you could always just do it without a strap and maybe hold on to your elbow. I'm not sure if you can see them, and use that opposite hand as a little resistance. So to come out of this pose, we're just going to gently unwrap our arms. We're going to do the opposite side. So we're going to switch that strap. This time, left hand comes out, thumb high. Right hand comes out, thumb low. Arm comes high, reaching for that strap, followed by the opposite hand. So walking them as close together as possible, standing nice and tall. Chest shining proud. And then to release, once again, we gently unfold our arms. We're done with the strap, so we can put that off to the side. We're going to make our way back down to the mat on our belly. So legs will be extended straight out behind you. And the first pose we're going to come into is Cobra. So with palms of the hands are back by the shoulders, forehead resting on the mat. On an inhale, we will push strong through the hands, lifting our chest and our head off of the mat. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, maybe coming a little higher, bringing that chest forward, and exhale. One more time. Inhaling that chest up, exhaling, coming down. Coming into Sphinx pose. So now our elbows will be in line with our shoulders. Palms of the hands are flat on the mat. Grip is strong into the mat, almost like we're trying to pull our hands backwards. So this is an active movement of engaging those arm muscles. Tops of the feet are strong on the ground. Pelvis is pressed into the mat to protect your lower back. And we're going to bring that heart forward. Nice deep breaths. The neck is an extension of the spine, so we're not cricking it up or pulling it down. And then slowly resting down. Coming into half locust. I'm going to scoot back on my mat a little bit to make sure that you guys can see. So we're going to keep the tops of our feet strong on the floor or on your mat. Arms are extended out in front of us. Pelvis is pressing strong into the mat to protect our lower back. And on an inhale, we're going to lift our upper body, keeping our legs on the ground. So inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, bringing that heart forward, exhaling down. One more time. Inhaling up, exhaling, resting down. So from here, we're going to make our way to lying on our back. You have an option. You can either go back into the pose where we started, the reclined fish pose, that nice chest opener, or into reclined bound angle. If you come into reclined bound angle, If you have some blocks and a bolster, or if you have a couch near you or anything that's kind of at an angle, you can make a little, well, that's not how you do it. We can make a little lift. So this would be if you want to come into reclined bound angle. So you want to have your chest lifted. You want to have about a fist space between your bottom and the mat and the prop. You would lay yourself back, bring your feet together, and allow your arms and your shoulders to lay heavy at your sides. So whether you're deciding to settle into reclined fish pose or reclined bound angle, I invite you to stay here for as long as you like, maybe 5 minutes, maybe using this as your pose for your Shavasana. And if it is not your pose for your Shavasana, when you're ready to come out of your pose, making your way into your Shavasana, taking a minimum of 5 minutes for that silence and stillness. And I will end our practice now and allow you to make those decisions. So again, bringing our focus back to our intention of being open, open to our feelings, open to the world, open to love. And we will end this practice with one beautiful Om. Inhale for Om. Namaste.